Peace in, peeps! What big pile of shift are we going to dig into today? I'm Steph, and welcome to Steph's Shift Show, the place where headlines meet the heart, where heroes remind us what's possible. Here we uncover hidden biases, call out broken systems, and shine light on bold solutions. Because shifting the conversation is how we build better people, stronger communities, and lasting personal peace. Welcome to another episode of Steph's Shift Show. What big pile of shift are we going to dig into today? This is where headlines meet heart and heroes remind us what's possible. And today, I'm going to discuss one of my heroes. Bring in Mr. Ed Mylett. This book is called The Power of One More. And I tell you what, Ed Mylett doesn't know this yet, but he was instrumental in my personal transformation. So in 2021, you know what, my story goes, this is the short version. I was really, really dark. I was very broken. I had made choices that had put me there. Things outside of my control had put me there. But regardless, I remember barely opening my eyes enough, like a squint, and peeking out a window, laying in bed with my head still on the pillow going, oh my gosh, my life sucks. How did I get here? How do I get out? How do I never come back? And that threw me into a massive, intentional journey to answer those three questions. How did I get here? How do I get out? How do I never go back? And then ultimately, all of my studying and all of my therapy and books and podcasts and preachers and teachers and mentors and courses, I mean, you name it, I did it, really shifted at a massive shift. And I'm celebrating over 4 years of sobriety. I have the most incredible relationship with my children. I am making and building businesses. I've created fun new friendships, like just shifted my entire life. And I pray that some of my content is going to be able to encourage you to make little changes. And I created Peace In, Poisons Out as really a piece on demand. I thought, man, I spent a ton of time and money and effort to create a better life for myself and to answer those questions. So could I help others do it just fast and simple and fun? Because man, when I kept pouring alcohol in my body, like life was not fun. When I had put myself in a position or things that had happened outside of my control, like when your life sucks, it's not fun. So I think it's important to have fun and laughter and joy and of course, peace in my life. So my hero, Ed Mylett, one of the powerful takeaways, and there have been many. I highly encourage anyone to get this book. Super simple read. The font is actually huge. One of my daughter's friends had seen this on a bookshelf of mine, and he took this book and two others, and I just got to see him again last Sunday, and he said, I owe you $1 million. Like that stuff changed my life. So yay. Anyway, one of the things that Ed is famous for quoting is often things are caught, not taught. And if you play that through your own life, I'd love for you to think about things maybe that you caught and they weren't taught, right? No one got in front of you and said, hey, do this, learn this, don't do this, try this, learn all this. We do learn that way, but more often than not, we're kind of navigating life also based on things that we've caught. And hey, parents, um, what are your children catching from you? Professionals, team leaders, what is your company culture? What is your team catching from you? Are they catching it's okay to be stress monsters? It's okay to not sleep well and just grind through your day because there's just so much to do? Is it okay to end every night with a couple drinks here and there? I mean, sure, there's not a right or wrong, but every one of us is influencing others. The ripple effect is real. It's been studied at Harvard and all the major universities around, and the ripple effect goes out 3 people deep. So if I'm a parent and I navigate my day and I've got a lot of yuck and stress and I don't sleep well and I self-soothe with whatever, my kids are going to catch that. I'm not teaching them that. They're catching that. I grew up in a home with 2 incredibly intense parents, and I caught that the way that they chilled out and they calmed down lots of times was, yeah, pouring liquor. I remember them going over to the country club on Sundays when you couldn't buy alcohol, and they bought liquor from the country club. God forbid go without. And I have zero judgment toward them of it. And look, I'm a 50-year-old woman. I get to choose how I look back and reflect on my own upbringing. But like that was caught by me. And for years and years, that kind of was how I navigated my life. And I think about how important it is to pay attention to the little choices that we make and what are people catching from us? They can catch the flu, they could catch COVID. Could they catch yay? Could they catch living intentionally? Could they catch curiosity? Could they catch compassion? Could they catch critical thinking? Could they catch clarity of beliefs and values, self-respect, love of others with differing opinions, different sides of the political aisle? Or is there right or wrong? Is it your way or no way? So I love that Ed Mylett frames it in that way of things are caught, not taught. And I encourage you to think about what people are catching from you. And you're not going to be perfect. God knows I'm not perfect. But man, when you put that into your mindset and you think through your day, man, what are people catching from me? Will you show up a little differently? Are they catching stress from you? Are they catching it's okay to talk about other people in a negative way? Is it okay to just rampantly live amongst all your biases and belief systems that are just based on like old beliefs? These are truth. This is right or wrong. I don't know. Maybe just get curious and ask yourself and think about, what do you want people to catch from you? Do you want people to catch stress and grief and grit? Stress isn't good or bad, but you stay in it for too long, you're going to get fat. You're going to get full of yuck. You're going to not have your thinking brain often, because if your cortisol is spiked, like that part of your brain is off. You're just in fight or flight. Is that what people are catching from you? Or are they catching like, wow, I just saw my mom go through a really stressful day and she went and chose her favorite pair of tennis shoes. She left her phone. She took off at the perfect timing to go watch a sunset and just put more peace in her life. Or did she grab a bottle of wine? Not right or wrong, and super not here for judgment. I just want you to think, What are people catching from you? What do you want people to catch from you? And I hope you'll stay tuned into these episodes because we're going to continue to talk about shifts. And I believe that you can be intentional to create powerful shifts in your own life. And powerful shifts don't have to be big, little things and ways that you're creating more yays and less yucks in your day that others are paying attention to. So, peace in, peeps. Go be intentional with what people will catch from you. Because remember, things more often than not, they are caught, not taught. Thank you, Ed Mylett. I love you, man. You're powerful. You're amazing. You're one of my heroes. Guys, go grab his book. Go listen to his podcast. His content is incredible. It's really amazing. This is called The Power of One More, the ultimate guide to happiness and success. So go be intentional with your days to create more yays and less yucks. Peace in. Until next time. Thanks for joining us today on Steph's Shift Show. If today's conversation sparked a thought, a laugh, or a shift in perspective, subscribe, leave a review, and share it with your circle. Together, we can shift the story, build better people, and create more personal peace. Peace in, peeps. See you next time.